Already. We are 22 in the room. I'd like to quickly check who is in the room with us tonight. Okay. First of all, I'd like to see who is in the room. Bayo Mohammed, thank you for the greeting. That's the first person saying hello there. Okay, so I'd like to know who is in the room. Let me see who is in the room. If you can hear me loud and clear, see who is in the room. Abubakar Ghana, Opolua Oni, of course. Emmanuel, Brother Garuda, Titilayo, David Apolayo, Fumilayo Lutayo, Joseph Olukayo de Moses. Okay, the numbers are rising. I think that now we need to quickly go and remind our friends that we are live. If you can hear me loud and clear as we do it, just give me the number 2. If you can hear me loud and clear, 2. That's all I need from you. The number 2. Bayo Mohammed can hear me loud and clear. 2. Yes, Said Bello. Okay. All right. Olato Kumbola Goke, thank you for that feedback. Thank you for the feedback. Akin Tade, Akin Bade, thank you. Joy Olubumi. Who else is there? Joy Olubumi, I see you. Thanks for that feedback. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear. So that's great. That's awesome. Fumilayo Lutayo, thank you. So I'd like to know where we are joining in from. For instance, I'm still here in Bagada. I'm still live here in Bagada. Bagada, that's where I'm joining from, okay? So, Anthony, Lagos, Israel. Israel is joining from Anthony, Lagos, okay? Who else is in the room? Tell me where you're joining. Abule Egba, Rus Adio, thank you for joining in from Abule Egba. Who else is there? I would like to know where you're joining from. Ibadan. Ibadan, so slow. Ibadan, that's a lot of Kumbolango. Ibadan. Ajao Estate, Abubakar Ghana. Okay. Ajao Estate, that's great. That's awesome. Yaba Lagos, Ulayo Lutaya, okay. Yaba Lagos. We are 41 in the room. I'm surprised. So let's quickly go back. Mero Ejaye, Joseph Olukayo de Moses, okay. Mero Ejaye. Idimu Lagos, Akintade, Akinbade, okay, thank you for joining in. Idimu Lagos, thank you for joining in. Who else is in the room? Tell me, where are you joining from? Shepherd Mweze from Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos, that's my people. We are in Lagos, live in Lagos. Okay, so who else is in the room? Which location is in the room? Lekki, Shehi, Olawumi, Lekki gang. I see you guys. I see you. All right. 47. Abule Egba, Olakunle Adeniran. Abule Egba. Okay, that's fine. Ajegunle, Lagos. Brother Garuda Titilayo. All right. Thank you for joining in from Ajegunle. Ajegunle. Who else is in the room? Okay, so I want to confirm if Tade Cash is in the room. Yes, Tade Cash, if you're in the room, just give me some sound. I want to be sure that Tade Cash is with us in the room. 52, 53. These numbers, they are not. Theophilus from Shagamu. Okay, Theophilus, I see you from Shagamu. Thank you for joining in. This 57 I'm seeing, it's a 58. It doesn't look like the reality that I am very familiar with. Okay, so I'd like to go and tell your friend, Abuja Olabumi, I'm here, Mrs. Agatha from Apapa Ashokere Nkechi. I see you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Agatha, for joining in from Apapa, I believe. Okay, so can somebody confirm for me if Theophilus, sorry, I said Theophilus, Taiwo Oke from Bagada, thank you for joining in. Or Taiwo Oke, in this case. Taiwo Oke. All right, so who is in the room with me? Joseph from Imo. Now I have somebody from, okay, no, there's the second person from outside Lagos because I've seen Abuja. So Abuja, Imo. Okay, I'm waiting for Port Harcourt gang. Who is joining in from Port Harcourt, really? Really. All right, before they kick me out of here, I need to confirm who is in the room. I think tonight we have Festac is in the room. Rachel Alu, thank you for joining in from Festac. Okay, it's actually very fantastic to have people joining in from different locations. Okay, I've seen Bagada, I've seen Lekki, I've seen another Bagada. Jacob Boni, thank you for joining. I've seen Vincent from Akure. Okay, so outside Lagos, Ogun State, amazing. Olabisi, okay, Bagada, Esther Ajilore from Bagada. I see you. Thank you for joining in. Okay, so I have quite a number of people in the room. 69, I'm still not convinced. You still need to go and talk to your people and tell them that we are live before Tadekash speaks up in this room. Okay, so let me confirm that the CEO is in the room, Mr. Oladipupo Clement, CEO Lifepage. If you are in the room, give us your voice. Ogun State, Olambe. Okay, this is Oluwashola Oluwasegun from Ogun State. Thank you for joining in from Ogun State. All right, Ogun State, Lagos State, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lekki, Imo, Apapa, thank you all for joining in. Trust me, I do not take, or we as a team do not take your presence here for granted. And it is the reason we are here is because of you. And without you, there is no us. So thank you for taking the time out to listen to us again tonight. And I'm excited. Alimi from Lagos. Alimi from Lagos. Okay. Thank you for joining in, Alimi from Lagos. Thank you. So what I would like to confirm right away is the CEO in the room, Mr. Oladipupo Clement. Are you in the room? Oluwashola, Ogun State, Oluwashola Isaac at Soyebi. Okay, Oluwashola. Oyo State. I've seen Oyo State. Now I've seen Ibadan. I've seen Oyo, so I've seen the state, I've seen the capital. So I'm looking for somebody from Abeokuta. All right, so I'm waiting. Do you want to, Mr. Oladipupo Clement, are you in the room? Okay. Tadekash, I have 2 minutes before Tadekash. Igwe Ruth, I did not welcome you. Igwe Lolo. Madam Igwe Ruth, I see you and I'm welcoming you again. I am sorry for that oversight, okay? I don't mean to not, how would I acknowledge you when you are in the room? All right, so let me even see the people in the room so that I can mention some names. I'll just pick names random. Adekule Adelabu, Afolabi Philip, Alex Adeboye, Atai Abubakar, David Afolayan, David Ola, as usual, Emeka Ogbogu, Emmanuel, Olorunshola, Esther Jinore, Frank Adebayo, Israel, John Osinachi, Joseph, all the Josephs. I see you, Kunle, Lyle, Spades, Lillian, Matthew, I'm doing this all of you. Oluwashola, Omotayo, Prince Adeyinka, Rachel Ali, and as I'm mentioning your name, just be hailing back. Taiwo Oke, Theophilus, Akorede. I wish I could pick all the names, but unfortunately I can't because we need to get into it. So, who is confirming for me that Tadekash is in this room right now? Tadekash, are you in this room? Anthony George, Port Harcourt, finally! I see my Port Harcourt people, Port Harcourt gang. Welcome on board. Okay, so now Tadekash, I'd like to confirm that Tadekash is in this room. Tadekash. Okay, so you know what we want to talk about tonight. And as of course, you know who I am. My name is Bukola Oyeshile. You can add authentic if you want. My name is Bukola Oyeshile, Marketing Communications Manager for Lifepage. And tonight we want to look at the topic. So this is part 2, all right? let's talk about your journey to wealth. You know, the last time was Dr. Lumide Emmanuel. If you can remember, if you were here that night, it was hot, like hot. I can still remember one of the questions that I asked that night about faking it till you make it and all of that. And Dr. Lumide Emmanuel said, no, you don't have to fake it till you make it. You have to see it, you know, before you become it. Do you understand? So really, thank you for that feedback about that last time. Let me see who just wrote that comment. Let's see. Last time was amazing. That's from Oluwashola. I tell you, beyond amazing was what it was last time. So thank you for that feedback. So I'm waiting tonight, and what I want to hear from you is, so in your own word, you are in this room tonight, 100 of us seated together, and we want to analyze this journey to wealth in another dimension, okay? So, and I want you to tell me, what is your description, your one word, descriptive word for wealth? What does it mean to you? Let's start already. Let Tadekash know that we are already here, hotting and vibing and waiting to hear from him. So give me that, your feedback. Let's recap a bit. What's your descriptive word now for wealth, and how have you even worked with it since the last time? You know, what's the thing that keeps ringing in your mind from all the things that we talked about last time? You know, just drop it here right now. I want to hear from you. I'm waiting to hear from you. Comfortable. Obafemi Abidoye, thank you for that feedback. Wealth is being comfortable. Okay. Who else wants to give me a descriptive word for that? Just once Tadekash is in this room, please alert me. I want to be sure. Kalu Kelechi says is a first, but tell me, abundance in Oluwashola, financial freedom. Okay, okay. So that's what wealth is: financial freedom. Wealth is abundance, multiple streams of income for Damilola, fulfillment. That's for Kunle Oshinoiki. Okay, so let's keep dropping fulfillment. Let's keep dropping it. I'd like to hear that. I need your responses. I want to see what's your one word for wealth. Impact. Okay, Victor Money, thank you for that word. Impact is what comes to mind when you think about wealth. Abundance. Olawale Akonde, thank you. That's what comes to mind when you're talking about wealth, is abundance. Okay, so let's see. Freedom. That's, you know, when you don't have it, it's as if at least do what you want to do. Freedom. Deborah Bola, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You know, it's like when you don't have it, when you're not experiencing wealth, value, Joseph, look at it, it's like you are in a bondage, you know. And then you see, so wealth starts from your mindset, additional sufficiency, that's what wealth means to these people. Wow, wow. Abundance in all spheres of life. Knowledge. Wealth is knowledge. If you don't like Dr. Emmanuel would say, common sense. You know, he's the king of common sense. So if you don't have it, then it means that you feel like you are in a bondage. Rest of mind. Okay, okay. It gives me an idea. Wealth is blind. Omotayo, that one is deep. Wealth is blind. I'm not sure, but I need clarification on that. Okay. So who is in this room with me? I want to abundant supply. Kalu Kelechi. Wealth means power. Okay, wealth is power. Power to do whatever it is you want to do. You know, wealth is limitless. You know, I need confirmation about Tadekash. Are you in this room? Wealth is hell. Hey, that's another. Wealth is a mindset. Okay, wealth is a mindset. Health is wealth. Wealth is health. Health is wealth. Okay, one is one, actually. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. I need your feedback. I'm waiting. Anybody can be. Let me see. Anybody can be wealthy. That is why it is blind. Oh, I see. I get your point now. Thank you for that clarification. Peace of mind is wealth. Okay. Let's see. Teddy Cash is having a technical issue. I have an update now that he couldn't join. So I'm still waiting. What is achievable? What is achievable? What is limitless purchase power? Limitless purchasing power. Wealth is a possession. Okay. I'm getting an update about maximum of 100. Okay, so is Teddy Cash in the room yet? I think we are having a technical itch here. If you can hear me, guys, loud and clear, please give me the number 2. Wealth is a state of having in abundance. Okay, thank you, John Ayede, to everyone. Okay, thank you. So I am loud and clear enough. Thank you very much. Thank you for that feedback. So are we able to accommodate Teddy Cash in the room yet? Okay. All right, give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. I need to sort out.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Trust you are all doing great. I want to quickly stand in for Bukola while we await her. Thank you all for taking time to be a part of this. This is not a technical glitch. Somebody just failed to do their job. Okay, so we're working on that right away. A lot of people are on standby waiting to join. So we apologize for that error. All right, we take full responsibility for that. I had a major event today in Civic Center at Victoria Island, the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, of which I was the chairman for the planning committee. And when I figured that it was going to be almost impossible to get to my destination before this program started, I decided to stay back in the car. And that's why I'm having this conversation here. It's pretty dark, so please, I apologize that we may not be in the best shape right now. So I just want to quickly drop these while we're waiting for the team to sort this out behind the scene. So I apologize once again. Can you all hear me, please? If you can hear me, why not type 1? Just type 1, please, if you can hear me loud and clear. And if you can see me, at least no matter how dark it is, I believe you can still see me. If you can see me, I'd love to see 1. Just type 1 in the comments section. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so while we're waiting for the matter to quickly, somebody said she can't hear me. Okay, you can't see me. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. The voice is low. Are you sure it's from my end? Is that true? Is my voice really low? Is my voice really low? Okay, thank you so much. Excellent, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so quickly, while we're waiting for Tade to join, actually, so just please, we apologize and pardon us, please. All right, good. So let me just express something and why we're doing what we're doing. You see, Lifepage as a company was not built. Was built on the foundation of purpose. Purpose is what drives everything that we do. So we are not hosting a webinar, for example, just for the fun of it, not because we're not busy with any things, not because we don't know what else to be doing with our time. We're also not in the real estate space just because everybody else is playing in real estate. We are in this business for clear purpose, right? We are primarily in the business of making lives richer. And I was glad when Bukola asked the question, what's your definition of wealth? A good number of us were mentioning knowledge. Some people mentioned abundance. Some people talked about mindsets. And you would agree with me that one key thing that shapes our mindsets is largely knowledge and our relationships, our network. Okay, so who you follow determines what follows you, and this is the reality. Something happened very recently, and I just want to quickly address this. Something happened very recently. A family member and I, went somewhere to have a buffet breakfast just recently. And as soon as we got in there, so the arrangements that had been made earlier covered for just one person. So when I asked the question that, okay, so the attendant told me, said, this is only table for one. Payment has already been made for one, so that it doesn't cover the second person. So I said, how much is it? The moment the attendant mentioned the figure, the person with me screamed. And I said, why did you scream? I mean, don't do that. Don't embarrass me here. So you realize now, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to boast or anything. I'm just trying to say that for all intents and purposes, some of us have actually been programmed for scarcity without our permission. And that is what is driving our confession, driving our language, driving our behavior, So some of us are plagued with inferiority complex. Once you see people do well, you're already feeling envious of them. You feel intimidated. They don't need to have done anything. They don't need to have said anything. You're already feeling uncomfortable the moment somebody begins to share their testimony, share their stories of success. I mean, you only feel comfortable around people who talk about their failures, who are not doing well. You feel comfortable around people who have your kind of story, and all of those things. So we find it very difficult to make friends with people that can pull us up, but find it more comfortable to stay. Unconsciously, we've been programmed that way. And that goes to show that wealth and poverty are a function of programming. I'm very, very big on this. There's a book I would recommend that everybody gets here. Yeah. And I'm just standing in, by the way, Tade is the one, and we want to make it as interactive as possible. But I believe that this is my area as well. I'm very, very, very passionate about seeing people create wealth. I hate poverty with a passion. I hate seeing people poor, and that is the foundation upon which everything I represent, everything I do, everything I do is centered around. Okay, and I realized. So the book, and I want to recommend, is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by the name of this author. It's not a popular author, but very powerful book. Very, very powerful book. The title of the book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The title of the book is Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And the author is Joseph Murphy. Joseph Murphy. It was one of the books I read recently. For some people who already know, I have a very crazy regimen of reading a book, 2 books a day. That's one of the targets I set for myself this year, because I know that the quality of your decisions can't be better than the quality of your information. And ultimately, your information, your decision is what impacts on your destination. So wherever you are right now today, it's clearly not the place it may not be the desirable spot, but it's where your decisions are brought you. Your current destination today is a sum total of your decisions yesterday. And where you'll be, 5 years time, 10 years time, 20 years time, it's also a function of the decision you're making today. And this is extremely important. I've seen people relocated to different zones, different locations, and majority of those people, things have really not changed because they have still remained the same. So the person who retorted and responded with hey, why, and all of those things earlier this week, responded that way because the person had been programmed to act and think in that manner. And of course, I challenged that mindset. And anybody who knows me know that I challenge faulty thinking, I challenge, faulty mindset. Because really, the battle is in the mind. And I shared with the person, and listen to this carefully. I'll come back to the book and quickly review that book for us. I shared with the person, I said, do you realize that life has everything that you can ever dream of in your wildest imagination? Life has everything you need, everything you would ever dream of, everything you would ever imagine in your life is already available for you. But you see, life is inexhaustible. Just like you have the ocean, life is inexhaustible. You only get from it to the degree and proportion, the size of your container. And this is extremely important. Let me be honest with you. Anybody can give you any template. Anybody can give you any principle, can tell you what I did. I can tell you everything. But if we don't have this, there's no rebooting in your mind, if there's no troubleshooting in your thinking, your mind, I'm telling you, it will be a waste. So if you go into the ocean with a 30-liter gallon, how much water will you fetch from the ocean? Will the ocean dry up the moment you take your 30-liter water? Absolutely not. So the size of what you get out of the ocean is the size of your container. That's exactly the way your mind is. So if you can dream it, if you can expand, if you move with people who challenge your thinking. And the beautiful thing about the mind, and the reason why I'm big on this is because I realize that if you grew up in a family of billionaires, your mind would have been that elastic. Your mind would have been comfortable receiving such information anyway. You get the point I'm making? You would have been used to a way of thinking, a way of life. But if you grew up where they told you, I don't know if anybody can interpret that for me, that all fingers are not equal, a bird in the hand is worth more in the bush, where you have imbibed all sorts of philosophies and adages, different parables that has limited you, and all of those things. If you grew up in such an environment, whether you like it or not, it does not matter, how much investments, right? How much principle anybody shares with you, that's already a limiting belief. And so if you take a 1 million liter tank, all right, to the ocean also, the ocean won't dry up. The ocean won't dry up. You will only get to the degree and to the size of your continent. That's the way your mind is. Now, if this touches something inside of you, then you will really want to understand the way the mind works. That's one of the things I found in that book. Yes, that's exactly where I'm going now. That's exactly where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going now. Now, in that book, just want to quickly see if I can. Now, this is one thing I practice. Now, sorry, please, if you can hear me and you are following me and you are enjoying this interlude, because I consider this an interlude. I'm not the one that you are supposed to listen to today. I'm just standing in. I mean, this is what I live by. This is what I operate on. This is what I do on a daily basis. You don't forget, I don't need a notebook to share whatever it is I need to share. Now, your mind is made up of two compartments. And please pay attention to these two principal compartments. The first one is the conscious mind. The second one is the subconscious mind. Now, let me tell you categorically. The greatest treasure that you and I have and we possess, where your real wealth is residing, is your subconscious mind. But you cannot unlock the potential of your subconscious mind if you don't use your conscious mind well. So, and I'm going to explain it. So this is the way it works. So your conscious mind is the one that makes decision, day-to-day decision. I want to go out, I will wear this clothes, I will change, I will go and bath, I will enter this, I will go for this meeting, I will join this club, I will go for this meeting, I will enter this meeting. It was your conscious mind that made the decision. Now, this is the way it works. Anything your mind thinks about consciously, it registers in your subconscious mind. Please, this is very deep. This is extremely deep. Those who have been able to harness the power of their subconscious mind are the wealthy people today. So if I ever give you a gift, it will not in any way compare with this gift I'm sharing with you today. And please note, this video will also be available for you to refer to again and again, especially those who are on standby who can join this meeting. This was not planned. This is not the agenda. Listen to me carefully. So if whatever it is you dwell upon long enough has a way it settles down. It's just like if you pour sand in water. At initial stage, it will be floating. There are some particles that will be floating, but after a while, the heavier one will settle at the base. So whatever it is that you think about, as the way it settles in your subconscious mind. Now listen to this. This is the way it works. So your subconscious mind, every time you ask a question, every time because your subconscious mind is the one responsible for ensuring that all organs and systems in your body keeps working, even while you are asleep. It is your subconscious mind. As a matter of fact, it has been proven that your body, the perspiration while you are asleep is higher than when you are even awake. What keeps you, alive is your subconscious mind. Now listen to this carefully. Your subconscious mind, now write this down. Your subconscious mind is the Google of your life. And I'm talking of the search engine. So whatever it is that you store up in your subconscious mind consciously, right? Through studies, through networking, through relationships, conscious relationship, conscious networking, all of that, right, is being set, it settles in your subconscious mind. That's the way it works. So every time you ask a question, based on the reservoir, your subconscious mind is the reservoir of information that can see. Every problem has an answer, the solution. If you learn, and that's why I've made up my mind that I'm going to continue to build capacity. The level of information you store up inside of you to a very, very large extent is what your subconscious mind stores up. Now, what happens is, if, for example, you are to retire to bed, and I've shared this many times, if when you are to retire to bed, all right, you say, how do I raise 1 billion? Or how do I make $1 million? How can I make an income of $1 million between now and the end of the year? Depending on how much you have stored up in your subconscious mind consciously, don't forget it. You store up information. If you watched a movie, watched anything, your subconscious mind is absorbing everything, absorbing it for use when the need arises, right? So that's why I said the quality of your destiny cannot be better than the quality of your decision. And the quality of your decision cannot be better than the quality of your information. So you see, from the level of information, you are the one who go for the information consciously, but after a while, it will begin to settle in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind will now begin to influence many of the decisions you are taking, and it will influence where you find yourself. So if you say, how can I raise $1 million as income between now and end of the year, your subconscious mind already has the answer. It already has the answer. And I'm speaking to you now from experience. I'm speaking to you from studies, from research, and from personal experience. Several years ago, because I read a lot, and I follow people who are already achieving the things I want to achieve. Because let me tell you something: success is reproducible. Success is replicable. Success can be reproduced. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing you want to achieve that somebody somewhere has not already done. So this gentleman, well, I call a lot of people gentlemen, even though they may not necessarily be gentle. But then this particular man, shared then, this was 2006. So I stumbled on this audio, a friend shared with me. So I listened to that video again and again, but I recall. And you see, that's one of the beauty of knowledge, and that's what it does. What knowledge does is that over a period of time, you begin to connect dots with dots. You begin to connect one information you gathered 10 years ago with another one. Now you'll not be able to connect, so this is how this thing plays out. So I've been sharing with people that, I've been sharing a lot of things with people, but I see how many of these things connect with each other and how it leverages the power of the mind. Now, this man said at that time, the downstream oil sector of Nigeria had just been deregulated. So he said he was going on a trip to the United Kingdom, and then he was just pondering on it, say deregulation. He wrote it down on a piece of paper. He said deregulation. Now, when you begin to ask questions, you are querying the Google of your life. And I'm saying Google because Google is a search engine, most popular and most used search engine on the planet Earth today. And there's practically nothing you want to search for that you'll find on Google. But I'm saying that the Google of your own life, the answer to some of your unasked and unanswered questions is right there in your heart. And so he said he kept writing deregulation. He'll be thinking, he'll be pondering on it. He said he was in his room for like 7 days pondering on deregulation. And all he was processing in his head was, what is the opportunity, this deregulation? It was a new policy passed by the government at the time. It was not in 2006 that this deregulation took place. It was maybe 2004, 2003, thereabout. And so he was looking for the opportunity that the regulation presented. He couldn't find it. See, let me tell you something. The answer you will not find in any book is right there inside of your heart. It's right there in your heart. Please, if you can hear me, say, I hear you. If you can hear me, just type, I hear you. If you can hear me, say, I hear you. This may just be the liberation somebody needs. You'll be looking for one mentor. Just type it. Please you don't need to say, you don't need to speak. Just type it. The answer you need is not with anybody, it's inside of you. If anybody ever said anything, right, it only reminds you of what the answer is that is already inside of you. This is very, very, very important. I tell you the truth, I lie not. This is one of the pivotal truths I ever found. So how do I influence the subconscious mind? One of the greatest things you can ever do what you do before you retire to bed and what you do when you wake up from it, they are very powerful. That's why confessions, all these declarations are very powerful. If you tell yourself whatever suggestion, Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said the same thing. He calls it auto-suggestion. Whatever it is you say, if you say, I'm rich, if you say, I'm being prospered in whatever it is I do, in all my business interests, your subconscious mind takes that information and executes. This is deep, man. This is deep. It begins to, so if you say you are poor, if you say it has finished for you, your subconscious mind takes in that information and begins to execute and begin to give you suggestion of how it will be finished for you. If you say, I've just started, I'm breaking new ground, you are suggesting to your mind also that, so you are giving suggestion to your subconscious mind that you are giving it work to do. So every time you are about to retire to bed, your mind goes to work. Your subconscious mind goes to work. Everything you have said all day, by the time you are retiring to bed, you process it. It will give you the answer in the morning. So the first thing you do between 30 minutes and 1 hour of your waking up is your most precious. It's called power moment of each day. And you don't want to joke with that. So you have to be mindful, consciously protect and insulate your life, insulate yourself, insulate your family against negativity. That's the most common thing all around us. Negativity is more common around us than positive. And even when there is positive, we are all being wired and trained to recognize what is not working rather than see what is working in our lives. That is how we were trained. That's why when a child brings his or her result, you don't see the blue marks, you don't see the black marks, you see the red one. That's the one you see. So if you can look critically into your life, and that's one of the key reasons why a lot of people are ungrateful and become ingrate without realizing it. That's why, let me be honest with you, the people who operate at highest level of creativity, majority of these people are those who have been able to harness the power of gratitude. And you cannot be grateful if you focus on what is not working. You will only be grateful if you can see the good, even in a mess. You can see the good in what is working, or in what is not working. If you can see the good, if whatever you focus on is what magnifies ultimately. Now, this is a powerful principle. It's a powerful concept. Now, I will not lie to you. It has blessed my life. I mean, most of the successful people you'll ever meet all have one issue, one challenge or another. But they've made up their minds not to focus on what is not working. One great man, was interviewed years ago, and they asked him, do you ever have problem? And he said, maybe it came, I never knew. So he is consumed. He has made a lifelong commitment to focus more on what is working. He is focused so much on possibility thinking than what is not working. And this is so powerful. So things appear to be working well for them. See, if you don't get this right, every other template principle will still not produce results. This is the reason, this is one of the key reasons why it appears that some principles don't work, because there's not just one key to achieving success. There are multiple keys, and some keys depend on other keys to produce results. And let me be honest with you, this one I shared with you now is the foundation. Let anybody give you any key. I was in a church this last Sunday to share with the church, and I was teaching on wealth. And I was talking to them about becoming a money magnet. And I said, it does not matter how much billions they donate to you, they give to you. Hello, no matter the billions. If they give you $1 billion, it will reduce to who you have always been. It will reduce your true self will show in what will be left at the end of the day. So you want to work on your mind. You want to really begin to reprogram yourself for success. So I want you to type in the room, I am being prospered in all my interests. Say it repeatedly. I am being prospered in all my interests. It's working for me. It's working for me. Now, please see, you are reinforcing that idea consciously. Through confession, you are consciously programming and reprogramming your subconscious mind through confession. What you are therefore going to achieve as a result is that your mind will not be giving you suggestions, or it will help you to begin to cite things that look like what you have been saying. The relationships, the people, the places, the products, the platforms that will facilitate your confession, that will facilitate your dreams, your desires. Your subconscious mind begin to suggest them to you. That's why some people are luckier than others. This is very, very powerful. I know what I'm talking to you like I know my name. It works anytime. So you want to retire to bed tonight, be in a sleepy state. Put yourself in a sleepy state, in a drowsy state, where you're thinking of nothing else, like you want to doze off and say, I'm being prospered in all of my interests. I am being prospered in all of my interests. It's settled. You have sent a message. It will settle in your subconscious mind. When you wake up, say the same thing. Ideas will begin to flow to you. Concepts will begin to flow. Innovations, things that you never thought possible, begin to occur to you. Things that opportunities that have been presented to you, the person you need to call will begin to pop up in your heart. I like that. And if you are a Christian, if you belong to the Christian faith, you pray in the Spirit also, leveraging this information. And then you'll be shocked. You'll be surprised. The things that will open up. I hope this has added any significant value because of our time. If it has truly added any value, I mean, even though we've had some bit of setback, it has added any significant value, I want you to respond to me by just typing there, it has added value. I apologize once again for the many others who couldn't join. There have been people going out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And there are several hundreds of people out there who could have joined this meeting, but because we had a technical glitch, we couldn't bring them in. So over to you, Bukola.
Thank you very much, OC. Thank you for holding in. And guys, thank you for staying and standing by. You don't know how much I love you guys, really, really. You know, I am under some sort of, situation now, but I know that, So this is what we are going to do. We are going to reschedule this meeting, and we'll be communicating when next this will be happening, okay? Because Study Cash actually waited, but the room was full, and that's a back end situation, and of course we couldn't push it beyond the limit, and I didn't want to stop the conversation. I wanted to recreate it and all of that. So, but let's leave it at that, okay? So, guys, do you have any questions? Adenike Oshinoiki, thank you for that. What is the name of the book and author? I think OC, are you still in the room? If you're in the room, somebody's asking about the name of the book and the author.
So we can ask questions, but before we take questions, can we please talk about some of the opportunities and the opportunities?
All right. Okay. Do you want to take that, or you want me to take that?
Do that, please.
Okay. So, guys at the back end, I hope that you're ready for me as I open up this opportunity for my people. In this season, Lifepage has been out there. I don't know if you have been smelling or reading, Lifepage as it is. So in the last few days, this week in particular, we have launched out again in a new dimension. And one of the ways that we came out was with our end of the year bounty, which had to do with anybody who invests a minimum of 1 million naira in any of our products, investments, land, homes, automatically qualifies for a 10-year free interest, 10-year interest-free mortgage. That thing is a mouthful. 10 years interest-free mortgage for a home, 1 million naira cash, and of course 500,000 naira cash. It means that you can invest 1 million and get your 1 million naira back, with even your 1 million capital still remaining with us, okay? So one of the ways that you can do that is by plugging it into any of our products, and one of which is our investment packages. Of course, you know, our Million Homes Hybrid, Million Homes Growth, and Million Homes Flex. You know, with the Million Homes Hybrid, you can invest a minimum of 500,000 naira. And after 18 months, you get 50% return on your investment. And of course, 9 years after, okay, for the next 9 years, you get 10% interest every year. I hope that is very clear. Can you display the flyer? And then, of course, Million Home Growth, which is a 50,000 naira minimum investment capital investment in this case. With your Million Homes Growth, you can invest a minimum of 50,000 naira, and then of course buy as many slots as you can, 1 million slots, 1,000 slots in this case. And you have within 9 months, 11.5% return on investment. And then of course, 18 months, you have 50%, you can see already as it is displayed. Also, the same investment packages, one of them is Million Homes Flex. And with the Million Homes Flex, you have 10,000 naira minimum capital investment in this case. This is more or less like an investment that you do to basically something that looks like a savings kind of situation. Okay, so minimum investment in this case is 10,000 naira, and you can have that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, depending on your target or objective in this case. And then of course, in 5 years, you can have up to 20% return on investment. I don't know if you have already plugged into our land opportunities, land ownership opportunities in this case. You can pre-order our Mowe Almond County. If you remember, we introduced Almond County Ekpe. It's still selling on pre-order with 100,000 naira. And you can then, of course, subsequently pay. The price for Almond County is 6.5 million naira. And there is the breakdown of, you can pay that in installments. So you can either take that in 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 1 year, and of course 18 months. There's all the possibilities of installments in this case. And of course the Almond County Mowe also, you can still get the opportunity to buy that 7.5 million naira, of course, in this case. And then now there's something about Almond County that you need to be aware of, and that's the groundbreaking ceremony for homes. If you remember in October, on October 1st, when we introduced Almond County, where we also mentioned that we'll be introducing the homes and apartments in this case for Almond County. And in this case, the groundbreaking ceremony is happening on the 30th of October. Registration links will be shared so that you can be a part of this, because you want to be a part of this moment. It's one of the moments that we don't want to forget. We don't want you to be, we don't want to come and tell you afterwards. We want you to actually be a part of it. So you can register to attend already. The numbers to call 0906 000 5737 and of course 5747. I take the numbers again: 0906 000 5737 5747. Okay, so now are we still together? I just want to be sure that you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, please give me the number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. So that's it about investments. And of course, okay, thank you Olatunji for that feedback. That's it about investments, of course, and land. So there is Almond County, Ekpe, Almond County, Mowe. The number is 0906 000 5737, 0906 000 5747, 0906 000 5737, 0906 000 5747. I know why you're asking for the numbers again, because I put 5737 and 5747 together believing that 0906,000 is a number that is easily grabbed. I wanted to play my tactics there. All right, so that's it on land investment.
All right, can I talk?
Yes, you can, please.
All right, so for all of you who registered for this program, you will get the book. Someone just shared the e-copy of the book I recommended. Just shared it with me right away. So,
okay.
So you will get the copy. If you're truly registered and you register with the correct details, you will get the e-copy. So I've already forwarded it to the admin so that they can get in touch with everyone who registered for this program. Please do well to read the book. It will bless you. Okay, so if you have any question whatsoever on matters relating to our business, matters relating to what I shared with us today, you can imagine somebody read a book for probably 3 hours or 4 hours and then give you the summary in that manner, and then you felt that. Imagine what you felt in few minutes. Imagine if you take the time to also digest it as well. It will really, really bless you. You need to really understand this. You are carrying an asset. You are a treasure. You are carrying some. You are a moving cargo. You are an institution. But because you do not know yet how to harness the incredible power of your subconscious mind, you have been somewhat limited. And like the scripture says, it said, you are gods. It said, but you die like mean men. Of course, because you don't really know who you are. So that is really what it's talking about. And when Jesus said in the scriptures and says that ask and it shall be given, seek you shall find, knock it shall be opened unto you, that's also one of the things it was referring to. The question is, what are you asking? What are you asking? What are you asking? What are you knocking? What are you seeking? You only seek you only find what you seek. Doors will only be open for what you knock, and you will only get answers to what you ask. So you need to really go back to that, and it will really, really help you. So if you have any questions, please, let's take questions, please. Just drop your questions in the chat room, whether it has to do with any of it. And by the way, Lifepage is doing a lot of rebranding and repositioning right now. So you want to follow the trail, and you will still see more of our campaigns on radio, on billboards, on in the news, traditional newspaper press. You see a lot of that. And for those of you who are listening to me right now, and you've not also purchased the book, Financial Freedom Master Guide, you will do well to order for that book right away. And by the way, I mean, if anybody who is not new on this platform who knows me, know that, sorry, that's not the way I'm making money. So, but it's the channel to also be a blessing to my generation. Somebody asked me several years ago, why did I write books? And I said it's legacy. For me, producing books is a legacy. It's more of legacy for me. It's like, there are people I want to meet. There are people I want to be a blessing to. And the only way I can do that successfully is by, if I just remember now that I met on your FIFA today, and I was supposed to give him my book and I forgot. But it's not a problem. I'll still do that.
You can send it to me.
Yeah, no. I have direct access, so that's not a problem. So
I trust.
so that's that, by the way. So the question goes to Mr. Clement. What's responsible for one always forgetting the names of people? And how can that be resolved by the power of the subconscious? Now, let me say this categorically. I'll tell you this. We are all wired differently. Some of us, I'll give you an instance. Somebody like me, once I see you once I see a picture once, it registers. I can't forget. I may not remember the name of the person, but I will never forget that picture. It stays. Some of us have that, capacity. Some people are very good with names. So once you give them name once, it's stored up, and it remains there for eternity. So when they see you 30 years and they still call you by your name. Now, I don't think it should be a worry, especially if it does not have any direct impact. You can't say you forgot your daughter's name, for example, or your wife's name. That's where to create problem. When you see your wife or your husband, and then you are saying, hey, what's that your name again? No, you know you have already, you can lose your marriage on that ground. So, and I mean, I've been in a situation where somebody who is really close to me, I forgot her name. Not my wife, of course, not my wife. My wife has different
You dare not.
pet names, different names. I dare not. So, and I forgot her name. Do you realize? And this was the mistake I made. Do you know I was the one asking the person, saying, sorry, what's your name again? That was the mistake I made. It was the wrong thing to do. I think the proper thing I should have done then, I should have looked for somebody closest to say, sorry, what's the person's name again? And then they will tell me, and I just call the person. So for some of us, it will take repetition, right, for our subconscious mind to soak in the names of other people. So some people mention it once, it registers. For some people, you need to repeat it again and again. There's somebody that attends our church. The guy has mentioned his name to me countless times, but he looks to me like somebody I know that used to be Inamdi. So every time I see him, I call him Inamdi. He say, no, I'm Obina. And I say, my brother, make no vex, please, make no vex. And you know it hurts, really, especially when you feel that somebody who is close to you is not mentioning your name properly or forgets your name. It can affect your relationship. So you want to do it repeatedly, all right? You know, and all of that. So I think that's one way, is by repetition. But if you have weakness in that area, by repetition. And really, let's face it, there are other things your mind should stop. So if you are not good at that, that's why you have names. That's why you have phones. That's why you have gadgets to help you keep records of different things. For example, my Google Map helps me to keep my calendar, my schedule, my crazy schedules, right? So I know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I know that I was going to be here today. I knew what I have to do this week because everything's all planned out. But I can easily forget, right? So I keep them, the Google Calendar, I beg your pardon. The Google Calendar serves me a reminder. So I've programmed in such a way that it will remind me 3 hours to the time of the program, 1 week to the time, and all of those things, so that I can always readjust every time I'm planning the new week. So that's why you have the book. The pen, the paper will forever be sharper than the memory. But it's just important that those who are closest to you, you repeat it so that you don't embarrass yourself in your relationship with them. I hope that helps.
Yes, it does.
Oh, excellent. Mr. Okon, you've gotten your own copy of my book. Fantastic. Somebody said I can courier it. Yeah, why not? Although it is only free delivery for those in Lagos. So if it is outside Lagos, then you probably will need to pick the difference in cost of delivering to you. Yes. Or Lagos and Nigeria, yeah. So that's just the please, sir, is the replay available? Yes, we work on that. I think it's being recorded. Yeah, so it's being recorded, so you get we'll make it available. Yeah. What else? Who is asking another question? What's the title of your book, sir? Financial Freedom Master Guide. Financial Freedom Master Guide. Yes, let me quickly say this. The book is broken into 3 parts. And the first part, so the book is built on the concept of the triangle of life. You know, who you are. So talking about being, and then what you do. So talking about doing, and then achieving. So what you have achieved is based on what you are doing. What you are doing is a function of what you have become, you know. So the book is broken into 3 parts. So each part, part 1 has like 3 chapters. Part 2 has some financial freedom essentials. The book is really rich. I mean, I read the book time and again, and I feel like, so you wrote this book. So, and I've gotten a lot of feedback so far. And then, you know, another thing I would also suggest you do, January 28th and 29th, I'll be hosting the Financial Freedom Master Class. That that class is life, because one of the smartest things it does also is that it brings you into my tribe. We call it a tribe of wealthy origin. Now, by the way, please, this is not an agenda to sell it to anybody. This is a passion. This is what I live for. I mean, I didn't prepare for what I shared with you today, but I have something to say. I will always have something to say. As long as it is well told, I've got something to say. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter where I find you. I will always have something to say. But this is a very organized class, and then provides you group mentoring and coaching. So on a weekly basis, every Monday without fail since last year, I've been sharing voice notes with my tribe, and periodically we have group sessions, and it's been very, very, very. Right now I'm running a series. I'm doing a lot. I do a lot of things, with the tribe, and I believe it's been of tremendous blessings. Now, note this: even though the program is taking place January 28th and 29th, it's a 2-day intensive, 9 to 5 each day for the 2 days. There are a lot of things. You get all my books apart from Financial Freedom Master Guide. You get certificate of participation. You get free mentoring, group mentoring by joining the tribe. It's free of charge. It's a lifetime thing, because the goal is that we want to raise 1,000 multi-millionaires in dollars. That's actually the vision. That's the vision. And the vision is even expanding now. We'll be sharing the details for those members of the tribe later on. It's expanding, and I'm really already dreaming some things for the people in the tribe. So you want to be a part of it. And the only way, the gateway to be a member of that tribe is by attending the Financial Freedom Master class. So the Financial Freedom Master class is 100,000 naira. But please take notes. Between now and the end of November, you have the opportunity to pay just 50,000 naira. Please, just call 0708 797 0441 0708 797 0441 to register for that class. Now, it's different from the book. You buy the book, you still need to attend the class. You get the point I'm making. But this one is you have one-on-one, and then it's going to be very, very, very enriching. So between now and end of November, you have 50,000 naira discount. That's massive for a 2-day power-packed intensive session. All right. So can someone please type the title of the book? Okay, they've given you the book, Financial Freedom Master Guide. If you check Vanguard, Guardian, Business Day, and Sun newspapers, we have a press release on the book on those newspapers. So I think that will be all. There's no question again. If you have not taken advantage of any of our investment opportunities, right? We are in the business of making lives richer. Like we always say in Lifepage, if it's not creating and retaining wealth, then it's not Lifepage. That's our promise to you. So you are either building up capital for a major project, or major purchase, or you have lump sum, or you know somebody who has lump sum. You can partner with Lifepage. You can do business with Lifepage, right? So just reach out to our hotline 090-6000-5737 090-6000-5747. I'll take them again: 090-6000-5737 090-6000-5747. Those numbers are our hotlines. You can also send a mail to find us at Lifepage Group, lifepagegroup.com. And you'll be glad you did. Also, all these special offers, if you invest a minimum of $1 million within this end of year bounty offer, in any of these offers, you stand a chance to win $1 million cash, 500,000 naira cash, or 10-year interest-free mortgage to acquire a home. And that's something that will blow your mind. All right. So you want to quickly participate, so you can, whether you are investing so that you can earn cash, or you want to invest so that you can acquire assets. They are all real estate investments, but it all depends on your objective. So if we have the opportunity to talk with you, to share with you, you'll be very, very amazed at the benefit you can derive from doing business with us. By the grace of God, over the last 9 years plus, we've had the opportunity. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello, I can hear you. Can you still hear me, everyone? If you can still hear me, please type 1. I suspect that's If you can still hear me, type 1, please. Type 1. If you can still hear me. Okay, good. I think Bukola is the one that has an issue. All right. By the grace of God, over the last 9 years plus, we've had incredible, impeccable results. We've never defaulted, not once, not to our staff, not even when we're broke, not even when we're small. Right. So now we have a name. We have so much more that we're building on. We can't afford to lose anything. We would rather lose money than lose our name. So I want to encourage everyone to take advantage of all the offers. You can go to lifepage.ng. If you go to lifepage.ng, www.lifepage.ng, you can either go to investments, or you go to land, our land offers or homes. Just click on it. It will take you to all the offers that are currently available. And then you can also do business with us. So in real estate, you can either play 4 ways. You can play as an investor, which requires capital. You need money to work for you, depending on your level per time. And then of course you can play as a developer. That also requires heavy duty capital, all right, to play in. You can also decide to play as a regulator, and of course you can play as a realtor. So by being a realtor, you just refer business to us, and then we have a compensation structure in place that can also take care of you. So please reach out to us. So if you go on the website, reach out to those numbers. Can somebody type the official lines for me in the chat room so that people can pick it? For Lifepage, you can call the number 090 6000 5737. 090 6000 5747. That's for Lifepage. Anything you want to do, right, you can reach out to those numbers. If you want to order for my books, you live in Lagos or you live outside Lagos. If you live outside Lagos, we'll make provisions for the Lagos delivery. We'll cover that cost. But the extra cost on it, if it's outside Lagos, will be borne strictly by you. So I want to encourage you. You can reach out to 0708 797 0441 for the Financial Freedom Masterclass or for the Financial Freedom Master Guide. So the class or the book, either of you can order for that. Thanks for being a part of this. I truly and truly appreciate the moment spent with you. I apologize once again for the hiccup we've experienced today. I'm sure my team had a lot going, but they did not prepare for these gaps. Thank you so much, everyone. I hand over to you as I leave where I am right now. Thank you very much, everyone, and bye for now.
Thank you, OC. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. And I want to once again apologize, of course, for the hiccup. Tadekash sent his heartfelt apologies because, in fact, it was really like, I don't know. Let me give you what the feeling was, because he couldn't gain access to the room. And of course, we didn't find a way around it in any case. But so we are going to reschedule this meeting and we'll let you know. We'll give you an update on that. To get the book, you can go to Oladipupo Clem on Instagram at Oladipupo Clem. At Oladipupo Clem on Instagram, just click on the link to the book. You can order directly and you can call 090 6000 5737 to actually book, to actually buy also directly. However possible, whichever way possible that you think will be most convenient for you in this case is fine. So thank you guys for joining in. I'll see you again. And I want somebody to promise me in the room that when I call you again, to come and listen to Daddy Cash, that you will come. Yeah, tell me in this room that when I call you, you will come. Okay. So because Daddy Cash couldn't gain access to the room, and of course, I will let you know. I hope that today you got a lot of value. Thank you, Kuli Oshinoiki. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you, Ibe. Thank you, Ibe. Thank you, Olatokunbo Olakuki. Thank you. Of course, I'm going to be rescheduling this meeting and I will invite you again so that you listen to Tade Kash. He has something to tell you and I would not like you guys to miss it. Thank you, Adenike Oshinoiki. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for all of you in the room right now. I still see 72 of you. Thank you, Adekunle Adelabu, Adenike Oshinoiki, Kule Oshinoiki, Christian Wisdom, David Femi, David Ola. Thank you for always being there. Egbeni Moses, Ekem Theophilus, thank you, Felicia Omolaja, Ibe Alfred, Jacob Oni, James Adebisi, Johnson Abidoye, thank you, Michael Adebayo, thank you, Mrs. Kokola, Olatokumbo Alogoke, thank you very much. Once again, my name is Bukola Oyeshile Authentic. I'll see you again at the next one. Thank you, Olawale Akode. I hope that you got all of the value that you wanted to get tonight. Okay, so this is what thank you for John Ayede. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's just say this is what we have said. The number for the book again, 0906 0906 5737 0906 5747. You can also sell with us on this book. There are commissions for those who sell with us in this. But you can talk to the numbers and you will get all of the updates that is necessary. In any case, you will get also updates on the link on Instagram at Oladipupo Clem. You can get more updates. Send us a DM. You will get all of the updates. And of course, product-wise, we will share all of our products opportunities that you can plug into. Remember, there is the end of the year bounty going on right away. You can find us on radio, billboard, newspaper, everywhere. Lifepage is all about, is what we are about this season. And within the next 90 days, beginning from October 1st, there is the opportunity for you to grab something from Lifepage. 10-year interest-free mortgage, 1 million naira, cash, 500,000. Olufemi, don't worry, you get the recording. You're going to get the replay, don't worry. You will get the replay, definitely. You will get the replay. The fact that you are in this show, you will even get this replay, so don't worry. All right, so thank you for joining in. I will see you at the next one. Remember, plug in and stand a chance to win any of those opportunities, any of those offers. 1 million naira. Thank you so much, Success Ajilore. Thank you so much. Thank you, Akorede Olalekon. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you again at the next one. Bye for now.